This might be, what do you think?
Somewhere or Arizona.
Arizona?
Maybe?
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't think
Welcome.
Yeah, we're in the West. Okay,
We're
cool.
in the West today with horses right over our shoulder who move.
Yeah, look at that. They're moving. That's some AI business right there. Very exciting.
I was trying to find a background of like a dirty closet or something, but I couldn't find one to upload.
Okay, now whoever invents that, whoever comes up, whatever programmer comes up with like reality backgrounds,
yeah,
$1 million idea. Good job, Jen.
It's dirty closet, maybe bathroom sitting on the toilet.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And people will use that. They'll use it. Absolutely.
So welcome to our podcast, which is ever evolving as we record.
Yeah.
I'm Jen and this is Crystal.
That's right. That's me. I'm Crystal.
And maybe Jen, I should be just Jen too, because
Jen?
There's no, like Jen Lopez is Jen Lopez.
Right. J-Lo.
J-Lo. I could be I could be J-Ho, So.
Yeah, like there's Cher and Madonna and then
Crystal
Jen. Yeah,
Jen.
That's right. That's right. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so on our podcast today, should we start talking football? It's football season, Jen. Are you watching any?
I don't watch football. Okay, I don't care.
Talking about that.
But we can talk about it because I actually know a lot about football because I grew up with it. But I haven't been following it at all. I don't know. Has there been games played? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, we got some preseason right now. It's preseason.
It's probably good that I have your opinion and then my opinion, which is the not watching the games, and your opinion, which is watching the games. So.
That is correct. That's fair. We got a balance. Yeah. We got balance. Yin and yang, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the so Seattle, so I'm a Seahawks fan. Are you petting that horse, Jen?
I'm petting the horse.
A little bit creepy. A little creepy. That's okay. I like it though. I like it. So Seattle Seahawks had their first preseason game last week, and we played the Las Vegas Raiders. It's so weird that they're in Vegas now. Yeah.
They're in Vegas now?
Vegas has a team.
Whatever.
No more LA Raiders, no more Oakland Raiders. It's Vegas Raiders.
Well, and they were like St. Louis Raiders or something, weren't they, a while ago? Like
years
ago. I think they went from LA. So they used to be, were they always the LA Raiders? Well,
there's Oakland in there.
They were Oakland Raiders, and then they went to LA, I think.
Okay.
And then they went somewhere in the Midwest, and But they were my favorite team. We had this conversation a little bit, I think, before, because I don't know if I showed you this before, but I'll show it to you again. My brother and I talked about how we invented this game with these little guys here.
Oh, that's right. You guys would play that. Yeah.
I think that might have been in our first podcast that I didn't.
First or second podcast.
That I haven't uploaded yet. So maybe, someday I'll upload that. But we invented a game with the little helmets, similar to the game where you would play where it would vibrate and the little pieces would go across. Not many people probably have any idea what we're talking about if they're younger than 30. Maybe I don't know, maybe a little bit. I don't know. Anyway, but we invented a game with the helmets where we pushed them with our arms.
Kept you quiet for 15 minutes, I'm sure.
Yeah, it wasn't the vibrating, but anyway,
game.
But the Raiders were my favorite helmet
because it's a badass helmet.
That was my point, because it's got a pirate on it.
I recently, this would have been 2004, I had a football helmet clock, and just grab the face guard and set the clock and put it back down, battery powered, and I had picked out the Jets. I liked the Jets. I was rooting for the Jets.
Yeah. Well, New York Jets, that was Joe Namath, right?
Right, and I don't think they've really seen that.
They're terrible.
They just haven't had the comeback that would be nice to see.
Yeah, they had Aaron Rodgers. And this is how much I know about football, which I know quite a bit, not being a person that watches football. But Aaron Rodgers was their quarterback who just got traded. He was a whack job anyway. He was just Yeah, he's an anti-vaxxer and all that shit. So good riddance to Aaron Rodgers. They'll probably start winning games now.
Maybe. Well, I remember that first season. I was actually excited that he was on the team. I just wanted to see what he would do. And he blew out his, Achilles tendon, like that first game.
Yeah.
Halfway through the first game of the season or second game, it was just like, you're shitting me.
That's because he doesn't get vaccinations.
Is that listen to you? Yeah, I get it. I get it.
He's an anti-vaxxer.
And you know
the
what?
vaccine gods were attacking him.
Yeah, they got him. They got him. No, to each his own. If you don't want to get vaxxed, whatever. Yeah, so the Seahawks tied with the Raiders.
Should I take my shirt off? Because you got your I'm sorry,
it's
not
so
to change
hot.
the subject. It's so hot because we're in the desert. Here we go.
Hey, look, we're like matching. Man, how did that happen? We got tattoos on our arms.
That's right.
That's awesome. Look at us tank tops. Hell yeah. That's how in sync lesbians are.
That's right.
We're pretty much the soft butch, has a consistent style. And you can take off a shirt and we're both wearing the same thing.
Yep. I figured flannel because we were in the West, but then I realized the desert West and you were in your tank top. So I figured I had to match it. So.
It's kind of the West right now. It's hot.
Mm-hmm.
It's hot in Seattle.
Is it really?
Well, it's warming up. It's like going to be 71 today, but it's muggy.
Cooled off a little bit. Yeah. It's that humidity that F's us up. So
it amps it up big time.
I could say fuck it up. I should just say that because we can curse because
it's our show.
That's right. We can do whatever
People
we
like
want.
it. They don't have to watch. That's okay. It's freedom of speech or something. I guess. I don't know. So what was fun about this first preseason game is that our former coach, Pete Carroll, is now the coach for the Raiders.
Oh,
yeah. So it was nice to see Coach Pete Carroll back in Seattle. Of course, he was for the other team, but it was nice to see him out there. And he took our quarterback, Geno Smith. This was the first season Geno and Carroll are back together.
Oh, okay.
And so that was fun to see those two out, doing their thing. Yeah. And you know what happened? We tied. That's how it had to be. Coach Carroll and Geno Smith and us, we tied.
There was no overtime. They went through overtime and they still didn't
overtime
untie it.
And it was tied. Overtime and tied.
So do they limit the amount of overtime, sudden death things they do now? Or?
Yeah, I think you get 10 minutes, and then whatever the score is.
I thought they could go. Maybe they can't go into double overtime.
They change the rules every year. I swear to God. So I don't know what the hell, but all I know is it was a tie, and that just was so perfect. Yeah, it's like, all right, that sounds about right. It was a stalemate. It was a stalemate. And it was fun too because Marshawn Lynch was down on the sidelines taking photos for the Raiders because he's still a Raiders man. But he was down there taking photos for the team. He even had on like the appropriate garb for taking professional photos. It was like, oh, there's Marshawn. So it was nice to see him down there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I think that Super Bowl team, I think all the numbers should be retired. That'd be awesome. We should have that whole team.
Well, they didn't really they didn't win the Super Bowl, did they? Or did they?
They won the first one that Marshawn and our amazing defense went and won the first one. And then we went to the Super Bowl again the following year and we didn't win. That's the one where the Patriots got our they intercepted the ball on the goal line and
was that the deflated ball gate or whatever that was?
Was that no? That was a different season when
different season, different games. Yeah. Different teams.
I think.
I wanted to point out. I did want to point out that this bad. But this is, this was my brother's, so this is why I have this. We used to have
keep that.
We had a bunch of them, but I'm just saying for the listeners and readers, this is a Redskin helmet They are
true.
now called the Washington Commanders, which is much more appropriate.
Also true.
And we're not condoning this because this was bad and a bad name.
Yeah.
And there's still teams out there that, probably have to change their names eventually, but don't be woke. Fuck that shit.
Right. I know. I'm like, what's wrong with being aware and empathetic and also
sensitive.
stepping back?
Yeah.
Like as a white person, I'm just gonna step back and I'm gonna shut the hell up.
Yep.
Yeah. That's I think more white people, it's okay to shut the hell up. Just get to shut the hell up. If you have an opinion, you can tell that to your therapist. It's a safe space, It's a bitch at your therapist, you don't like it. But everybody, yeah. Totally.
I'm going to I'm looking up something here. The song that we wanted to maybe preview on the show today, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to
Jenny in the gym.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's
Coddle Peduncle. Now they're performing tonight at the Blue Moon Tavern in the U District. And for those of you that are not in Seattle, that means University District, where the University of Washington is. I'm gonna go. They're performing it. I mean, it's show starts.
Wait a minute. Where are they performing at?
Blue Moon.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cool. Them and 2 other bands. Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
Songs. Quaddle. I'm looking for, how do you spell Quaddle? Why is it not coming up? Quaddle. C-U-A-D-A-L. Quaddle. P-U-N-K-A-L. Nothing's coming up here. Let's see. I sent you the track though, didn't I? I emailed it to you.
I listened to it.
Jenny.
Oh, I found it.
Can you play it? I don't know if it'll come through the speaker or not.
Jenny does.
Let me see. I'm checking on Caddle Peduncle. God, they have a website and everything. These guys are so professional.
On the file that I sent you.
Wow, they can perform everywhere.
When did I email that song to you? Yesterday?
From the gym.
It's Jenny. At some point.
Oh, there it is. Okay, got it. Okay. My head.
I don't. Wait, what are you doing? You email it to me?
I'm playing the song. Let me email it to you again.
You want me to play it or you're playing it?
Well, you play it because I don't think it's coming through this. The cat just shut herself in the bathroom. She does that. She goes into the bathroom and shuts the door, and then she attacks the toilet paper.
Seriously?
I'm going to forward the sound file to you, and maybe if you play it, it might come through.
Okay.
Otherwise, we'll figure it out for next week. Joe.
Oh, I got it. It's on their website. Ready?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's see if we can. Okay.
From the
try
gym.
it.
Yeah, it's Jenny. From the gym.
Can you hear it?
Jenny. From the gym.
Share my screen.
Can you hear it now? How about now?
Nope. Here, I'm gonna try something here. See, go back to sent items again. Pull it up. I've shared my screen now. Can you hear it? We gotta figure that out for next week.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice to play some thing there.
It's rocking through my headphones, but yeah.
Okay.
Jenny.
Yeah, so the band is really spending money on like their whole, like they got a website, they got merch, they got like decorations on the stage when they perform. They've got costumes that they've made. Yeah, I'm excited to see him in person. I think I'm going to get a sweatshirt because winter's on its way. And I think I need another sweatshirt.
Quaddle Peduncle. There we go. I found their website.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good. Tank top.
Yeah.
Okay.
If they have them.
Totally. I think they do. I think
Yeah.
yeah, thanks. Yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
sweet. Yeah.
And a little bit more housekeeping, and then we'll get back to the meat of the show. Looking at splitting our audio off so that we can upload it on iTunes as a podcast there.
Okay.
That'll be a couple of weeks from now, probably, but that will help people listen to us, even if they can't see the podcast. They can
Right.
listen to it.
Some
Yeah.
nonsensical bullshit that comes out of our mouths, Jen.
Yeah.
Right.
It's very important.
Yeah.
Somebody.
As name of a song. Nonsensical bullshit. And it's about an ex-girlfriend or something. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Enough of that.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So,
What's been going on? We got any news for the week?
news for the week. Not really for me, except for I threw my back out. So I'm on ice and for at least a couple of days. Oh, look at those cute little horsies.
Yeah, we'll both have to get injuries and then do a podcast from hospital beds would be awesome. Not real. I mean, I don't want to, maybe like a kidney stone. I mean, nothing serious, nothing like devastating. Okay.
Yeah,
so
no.
Maybe, an unsavory bladder infection would be all right, but not anything serious.
No, unsavory. I would have welcomed a podcast episode when I was in the hospital for 5 days. I would have welcomed it because I was so bored.
So boring.
And they kept moving me from different room to different room. And then they put me in the final hospital room that I was in was with some crazy person. And I was like, get me the fuck out of here. Get me out. Discharge me. I want out. And they discharged me the next day. So
what was up with the person? Was it like mental illness? Just an
asshole? They were just an asshole. And he was, you're in a hospital, right? It's,
Oh, and it was a male.
Yeah, it was a male. And 9-10 o'clock at night. And he's over there having counsel with some kid that has just walked in. Kid after kid after kid. And acting like he's doing some sort of, I don't know, not preaching, but, counseling these youth. And I'm thinking, what the fuck, dude? We're in a fucking hospital. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway,
he was a patient.
He was a patient. Yeah. I think he was.
All right.
Anyway, I think I pissed the nursing staff off because I was finally like, get this fucking shit done. Get this guy, make him stop. I don't want to hear this all night long. Put me back in the ER if you're going to do this all night long,
Wait, now let's clarify for the audience here, Jen, because they might think you're an asshole for like a guy was counseling youth. That sounds good, right? But what was it too much? Was it Jesus and he was just spewing bullshit or?
He was just spewing bullshit. He wasn't counseling anybody, but he thought he was doing that. And I'm not an asshole. And I put up with it for a while. And then he started sticking his head into my curtain. And that's when I was like, fuck no.
That's not okay. That's creepy.
My curtain area.
Yeah, you don't get to do that.
No.
Was he an older white male?
No, he was an older South Asian gentleman. And, it probably was a cultural thing, but I just had enough. And we're in a hospital. Like, I'm not having,
that's fair.
Like, if he was having people over there and then I was having people over on my side, nobody would get any sleep. It would be like, what are we doing in the hospital?
Gotcha.
What are we doing in the hospital trying to get better so we can get the fuck out of here?
Get out. That's right. You tell it. All right. I was just asking if it was an elder white male because those tend to be the ones that bother me the most.
Yeah.
Out and about in the world. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
They bother you? What do they do? Like, do they fuck with you?
So I've been in a wheelchair since 1990, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I have found, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I have found that older white men tend to be the ones that are the most invasive. There's an entitlement to my space and my time. And especially in the suburbs. In the suburbs, it's awful. Seattle in the city's fine because most of the time, because there's such a diversity of people that, and everybody's so different and so interesting and all the things that I get left alone. I'm just like another person on the street, right? But in the suburbs, I remember when I was living in Issaquah and I had an alarm system and something with it wasn't working. So I called and the company came out. It was ADT Security, and the guy he was just there to fix one of the sensors, right?
Yeah.
In and out. He wanted to talk to me about Jesus. And then at some point I'm in the carport with him and all of a sudden we're praying. And I'm like, wait, but I was in my 20s. Like I was too young to like, and not raise.
Not say, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah. Like, no, this is not okay. Right. And so that behavior was pretty consistent. It was always about Jesus. It was always white men, older. And also, like getting in and out of my wheelchair and in and out of the car with my chair. The suburbs can be pretty annoying because here, if someone's like, hey, would you like some help? And I'm like, no, I'm good. Thanks, man. I got a system. And they're like, cool. Perfect. Right. They ask. I say, no, thank you. They move on. Right. No big deal. Suburbs, they don't listen. It's just like, then they come and then now they're throwing me off because I've already said no. Right. And so my strategy has been with those, if I say no and they don't fuck off, I'm like, well, can you just keep the door open? I don't need the car door. The door stays open by itself, but it gives them something to do. So they'll leave me alone while I get my chair in the car. So really having to navigate that, and it's consistently the older white men.
Yeah.
And I don't think that they were taught that no to honor
means no.
Right. That generation just doesn't. Boomers don't know, and some Gen X don't know that no means no. To honor someone's no, right? And they always throw out that they're Christian, and I'm like, I don't think that that's what this is. And I talked to a buddy of mine. He's very insightful, my friend Tor, and he was just like, that when they're doing that, that's not for you. That's for them, so that they can feel good about themselves. Yeah, I helped out a girl in a wheelchair today, right? For themselves. I didn't need that help. I didn't request it. I said, no, thank you. So yeah, it's 100%. So listeners out there, check in. Who's it for? Is it for you or is it for the person? You need to really sit and just stop and ask that question.
Yeah.
And I think the older gentlemen, I just don't think that they were taught to stop and think. Yeah. You need to work that side of your brain around who's this for, what, they just don't have that. They don't have that.
No.
Yeah. Sorry, what were you going to say? Yeah.
Well, I was just going to say I had one of those Jesus moments when I was younger, too. I was at a friend's house in Virginia Beach, and her best friend had just died. And, everybody was sad and all this shit. And, next thing I know, I'm in the living room and this guy's praying with me. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? But again, we're taught in the South to not be, confrontational or anything like that. And it's always
you be a good girl. You be polite.
Right.
You be polite. You weren't raised to,
Some
you're
older white guy.
Yep.
And I didn't ask for that shit, and I didn't need it. By the way, the brown horse is listening to us right there.
My God. Old white guy's probably been talking to it too. And it's like, I don't want to talk right now. I'm doing my own thing. Right. Like I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
For those of you who are listening, eventually we'll be listening to the show. It's two horses in the background of a very scenic desert scene with a barn. We're sitting in the stable, it looks like, with a saddle on one side, and the horseshoes, by the way, are hung the wrong way. So that they're going to get 100% bad luck because those horseshoes are wrong side up. They're supposed to be that way so that it keeps the luck
up. Oh shit!
Yeah.
I didn't know that, Jen. Thanks for the heads up. That guy. The horseshoes are upside down.
Improperly hung horseshoes, but the brown horse, there's two painted kind of horses, I guess is what they would refer to them as.
Painted ponies,
the brown one's totally paying attention to our podcast. The other one's just munching around.
That desert grass.
The very, very little grass that's there.
Yeah. This must be Arizona because it is saguaro cacti back there.
Oh yeah, right.
In the imagery here.
Yeah. And
Okay.
do those only grow in Arizona?
You know what? I don't know shit about our country. I know more about Europe than I do about our own goddamn states. Like it's pathetic. Granted, our country's huge, but I need to make time to explore it more, and I need to hit up the South. I really want to check it out.
I think they do only grow, excuse me, in the Southwest, but I think they're very indicative of Arizona, I think, because they aren't in the desert at Joshua Tree. I mean, that's the only other desert I've
I
been
have
to.
not seen them there. Hell no.
Yeah.
Hell no. Although I have a buddy, Tracy, and we went to Joshua Tree about 2 Februarys ago, because Seattle in February sucks. So for summer babies anyway. And so we went, and I don't know what Tracy was thinking. She wanted to take all the photos. So she got out of the truck and she stood like way too close to some sort of a cacti.
Oh, the cholla.
Is it the cholla?
Yeah,
the cholla
yeah.
got her. It fucking got her.
Oh,
and
my
there
God.
we were. Oh, and I was pulling those, and they're big. They're like porcupine quills.
They almost
and I was pulling them out. Oh my God, they were stuck.
I was taking pictures of those too, and people were like, be careful, be careful. I'm like, I know not to get too close to a cactus, but I know now that,
And I mean, I had to really, and I'm strong. I got strong fingers, but man, I had to, I mean, they were arrows in her skin.
Ooh.
I mean, it was, and she was like,
was it a bunch of them?
Yeah. Yeah. Cholo got her.
Hey, I'm sorry. I got to take this call. Amazingly. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Shit.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
Hey, this is Jen.
This is so good. That's right.
Yeah, it's a good time. Yes.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Okay. I appreciate the call. Thanks a lot. All right. You too. Bye-bye. Sorry.
Let me guess. It was about the parasite, because I feel like that's the only call you would have picked up.
That is true. However, it was a call from my doctor's office.
Oh.
So I had to pick up because, they're calling me, not I called and left a message. They're calling me. So,
okay.
Is this a good time? Yeah. No, it's not a good time.
Boy, we got to get our shit together if we want our podcast to take off. We're a mess.
You know what? It's
authentic.
It's authentic. It's real. And that's what people should like, I think.
That's right. We're authentically podcasting right now.
And we need to start sharing it on the face place. I'll let you do that because you've got way more friends than I do. I'll share it too, but we need to get some activity going so we can get some suggestions from people. And
it's on YouTube, right?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. There's a link. I can send you the link.
I think you sent it to me. I have it.
Yeah.
I have it. I'm almost certain I have it.
Yeah, I can send it again. I'm sorry.
Yep.
One more thing.
Channel. Got it. I got it.
One more thing I gotta look at here really quick.
Yeah. We got I got it. It's on the YouTube. I'm just double checking and it's on there. Oh yeah, that's us. Sweet. That's awesome. We're gonna be famous. Now listen, I got stories.
Okay.
So all right, so check it out. So my family moved here from Anchorage, Alaska in 1984, right? So we've been in this region, Pacific Northwest, Seattle area since 1984. So quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was a kid growing up, we would float the Cedar River. And then in my 20s, I learned about floating the Snoqualmie River.
Mm-hmm.
And I really wanted to take my niece and nephew. I wanted to take them, James and Jennifer, or Jen, or I'm going to name them something else. They're twins. So yeah, James and Janet, keeping their identities, anonymous. So
James and Janet,
right? Twins. I don't know. People name anyway. So I was taking them, and I took their mom, Carrie. She's cool. So I was like, guys, we got to float this river. And I've been bugging them for a couple of years now. And they're like, all right. So finally, now, when I did it in my 20s, back in like the year 2000, 25 years ago, you know, it was like you have two cars, you have the one that pulls, and then like the little roadside pullover, you just like drop your car off, and then, you know, you have the car parked at the end where you get out.
Mhm.
Like it used to just be kind of a pull off to the side of the road, and you get out and then you kind of hike down into the river and then you float, right?
Mhm.
Oh my God, Jen, in 25 years, everybody has figured this out, that the river is fun to float. I think
Uh-huh.
the population, you know, the population is, there's more people, there's more all the things. They now have a business where you park at the business and they let you rent an inner tube or your inner tubes, and then they shuttle you to the drop-off point, and then you float down, and then you get out at their property and you walk up and you drop your inner tubes off and you go home.
Huh.
So I'm still old school, right?
Mhm.
So I'm still thinking old school. So I got the inner tubes,
Mhm.
I got the kids, I got the mom, my brother's going to come with us. So we got the two vehicles.
Mhm.
Long story short, nothing went right. We ended up, oh my God, it was kind of a bit of a shit show, but we found out the shuttles, it's expensive though. Like
Yeah.
inner tubes are expensive to rent, or you can buy them, but they're also like really expensive.
Where you could have just done it yourself, right?
Yeah, we ended up just doing it ourselves.
Yeah.
And saved like $120 or something like that. But it was a shit show. Like brother had the inner tubes and some of them were tied to the top of the truck, and then one of them blew off on the road, you know, and then he couldn't find it. So we all ended up, there's 4 of us and there were 3 inner tubes. So the little Janet and James had to share an inner tube together, which I think they're kind of over it because they're twins. They shared a womb, and now they want to do their own stuff. And we were janky. Like we were using like the old rubber, like the black inner tubes, like that come out of a tire of a semi truck, right?
Real
old
inner tubes.
school. We were old school the whole way. I'm wearing a do-rag that I've had since I was 12. I mean, but yeah, so there's rules now.
Yeah.
You got to have life jackets. I get that. Although if you're floating this section of river that we were floating, okay, in August and you drown, you're a fucking moron, because this section of river in August,
It's like 6 inches deep.
it's not, 6 inches deep and it's not fast, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if you're drowning, you're a piece of shit, dumbass. Second, you got to have a discovery pass now. This is
Oh.
like state park shit or something all of a sudden. So now you have to have that. There was something else. I was like, what? Oh, and then the place where you get off, like where you put into the river, it's so packed with cars, right? The little pullover and little tiny parking lot that they had. There were 3 police cars with multiple police officers directing parking. Like I had brought my handicap placard and everything, and it didn't matter. So my brother just dropped us off, and then we floated. It was nuts. And I said to the officer, I'm like, oh my God. And he's like, this isn't even a busy day. And it was Sunday, 85 degrees in Seattle, you know? And I was like, whoa. But there we were floating, and the kids had a great time, and their mom had a great time. And I got a little bit of a burn. So I ordered some like silver burn cream for my foot. I missed the spot with the SPF. But the kids had fun. We had a great time. But yeah, we were janky as hell. I mean, you could tell who had really studied floating the river. People were, all their inner tubes were tied together, and they had the inner tube with the cooler and all that stuff. We didn't have none of that. We were holding on to each other with feet. And we had snacks in a plastic bag that my fault got wet, and then the snacks got wrecked. And then we did have a dry bag for the keys and our cell phone, you know.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but then there was a point in the river, Jen, where it was so low that you actually had to get up and walk.
And move your...
And I can't walk because I can't use my legs.
Right.
So little James was like, I got you, Crystal. So sweet. And little Janet, she was kind of taking care of the 2 inner tubes, while the mom and little James, he just grabbed me by the back of my life vest and was just pulling me. His mom had to help. And then a drunk guy named Hunter came and he helped a lot. He actually pretty strong and pulled me out. But it was a bit of a mess, but it makes for a good story, right?
It sounds like a great story. I have
fun. Then we got out at the bridge where you're supposed to get out, and they have a little tiny burger joint that's been there for 100 years called Small Fries. So we got burgers, fries, and shakes.
That sounds good.
And went home. It was good.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
but it was, instead of being like a 3-hour excursion, it was more like 7 hours, kind of get it figured out. It was a mess.
Yeah.
But
everything is messed up by what would we call it? Free market. I don't know what you would call it, but yeah.
I mean, I was like, this is a really good business. I mean, it totally helped because they had a huge field that people could park in, and they were doing shuttles, they're making $1 gazillion a summer, $1 gazillion. I mean, it's a brilliant model. I am sure the insurance that they pay I would think it was steep because I could see some asshole drowning in the river and then for some reason
in the 6 inches of water.
The inner tube people. And, right. And I mean, I don't know. Yeah. And you could tell on the river who had floated a river and who hadn't. There were definitely people that didn't know what they were doing, and then the rapids were like scary, and it's like these aren't rapids. I mean, they're rapids, but not. No.
I have a small story I could tell about a canoe trip that I took on the Shenandoah River, I believe. And it was back in the late 70s.
Cool.
And my sister and I and my brother and my dad, I think my mom was with us. And we went with these people and that had canoes, and they took us, and we had to take the canoe down to the water, and then so we're all in these canoes, and they just let us go. And I don't know, we probably went 3 miles or something, and I don't even remember how we got home or out of the water or whatever. The only thing I do remember was there were rapids, and they were intense.
Yeah. Okay.
And we were in canoes.
Oh no.
Tippy,
wobbly as hell. Yeah.
But I was a very good swimmer when I was younger. I'm probably still a fairly good swimmer now. My brother as well was a good swimmer. My sister, not so much. So, but we liked to go through the rapids and just wipe out because we wanted to get tossed in the river.
Oh yeah.
And then, we could just ride the river down a little ways, So that was, but there was an art to going through those rapids, and you have to hit the V of the rapid.
You have to hit the V.
Yeah.
Yep. 100%. We have to ride right in the center, because these rapids, if you got off to the side, you ended up in the boulders, and if you got off to the other side, you ended up in some boulders. So we had to kind of stay centered.
But these were drop-offs, man. Like these were like the real deal.
Okay. The real deal.
Like, boom, you're gonna bam right down to the bottom. But the canoe stayed on upright because we hit it just to the right place.
Yeah. That's nuts.
I'm sure
wipe out intentionally.
Oh yeah, we did. I remember doing that intentionally because I just wanted to get in the water because it was hot. And so I'd be like, okay, boing. And I don't even know who was in the canoe with me. I don't remember I have to ask my sister, because I'm sure it was terrifying for her because she wasn't as good of a swimmer as either my brother and myself were.
Well, what was she also like 9? She's the baby, right?
Yeah. So we were, I want to say I was probably
teenagers.
Early teenagers, 15 maybe.
Yeah, you were full of shit at that time. And she's this tiny baby in the family room scared. Yeah.
She may be 13. I mean, we could have been younger. I don't know. But I do remember that, like my sister, my brother and I were on swim teams competitively, so we knew how to swim. We knew our shit. I wasn't ever worried about drowning or anything like that, but I don't think she had that same confidence. So I'll have to ask her about that and see what she has to say. I'm sure she'll probably say she was terrified. There's several things that I've recently talked to her about that my memory is one thing and her memory is totally different,
Isn't that like perspectives? Very different. Very different.
And
Okay, so I'm kind of an asshole. I should rephrase. If you die in the river and it's 6 inches deep, I could see if you hit your head on a rock and then you knock yourself out.
Yeah.
That would be tragic and sad and drowned. But I think most of the drownings on the Snoqualmie are due to people drinking and getting drunk on the river. And then they're just drunk on the river. And that's just a bad, you're not supposed to get drunk in the bathtub, let alone, like
on a river in an inner tube. And
So I'll rephrase, but
but we're calling apples and oranges. I was in a river that was fast moving and rapids and everything else. You were in a river that was shallow and calm.
Sleepy river.
River,
yeah, just floating. It was lovely. See, okay, so that was the
So
Shannon.
was that this summer that you guys did that?
I just did this on Sunday. What's today? Thursday?
Oh, your mom's in town.
What? My mom?
I thought you said your mom was with you.
No, the twins' mom.
Oh, okay.
One of their moms was with us, Carrie.
Okay.
No, my mom, I don't know if she'd float. She might. She might at this point. She might float.
Yeah.
I don't know if she'd float it. Yeah. No, the last time I floated the Snoqualmie was 2 summers ago. And I made a mistake. It was a mistake. I almost died. Oh, here we go. Speaking of dumbasses on a river, right? How do you die? How do you drown in 6 inches, you dumbass? So I didn't, it wasn't drowning, but 2 buddies, we floated the river, but we didn't do it until like the middle of September. And what happens in September is the sun starts to go down way earlier.
Yeah.
And that's the Snoqualmie River is glacial. It's glacial
cold
melt,
water.
right? It's cold.
Yeah.
So we got in the river at 1:00 p.m. and we really should have gotten in at like 10 a.m.
Yeah.
And so I feel like I was in survival mode because I started to get hypothermia.
Yeah.
Like lips blue, couldn't control the shivering.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know if you remember that Francis Ford Coppola, Keanu Reeves, Winona Ryder, Dracula movie. And there's a race before the sun goes down. They're racing to the castle to rescue Winona Ryder and kill the vampire before the sun goes down. And that movie was in my head. And I'm like, guys, I got to paddle. I got to get to the end of this fucking river. I got to get out. And so I'm paddling as hard as I can. And I'm watching the sun, Jen.
Going down.
I'm watching the sun descending. And I'm like, I'm not going to make it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make it. I'm going to die out here. And they're all like drinking, beer and smoking doobies. And I'm like, peace out. And I'm racing for my life. Anyway, the sun went down and we made it. But then 2 of us were not in good. We weren't good.
No.
So the 3rd person got in the car, turned the heat up, stuck us in there. We survived. So now when we bump into each other or hang out at lesbian barbecues, it'll be like, hey, we survived. And they're like, yeah, we fucking did.
Yeah.
And then the consensus now is we need to float it again and do it responsibly in order to heal from that trauma.
So you did sort of, but not with that.
Yeah, not with
person.
those guys, not with those characters, but with the littles. And
so just for our listeners and our watchers, we are in the Pacific Northwest. In the Pacific Northwest, the summers are extremely long. The sun doesn't go down till about 10:30 at night.
Yeah,
maybe later. But as soon as that solstice hits and the months start clicking away in August, I mean, we've already probably lost, I don't know, maybe an hour's worth of sunlight.
Yeah, that sounds right.
We're in August now, and it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. And then we have no sunlight hardly at all in fall and winter. So
forget it. October.
Yeah,
forget it. I mean, right middle of October, it's like, it's October. Here comes the
sun's going down at 3:30. It's going down. It's like like being in Palm Springs, especially in wintertime. There's a big mountain range, so the sun goes down at like 3:15, because as soon as
Right.
it goes behind those mountains, it gets cold. We're in the desert,
Freezing.
but it gets
Freezing.
cold. Yeah.
Friend
So
Tracy, oh my God, Tracy and I, so neither of us had done Palm Springs before. And we had heard that you spend the night in the Joshua Tree National Park, you can camp out there and it's just stars galore. Like you just, it's unbelievable. So we get there, she gets stuck by the cacti, right?
yeah. Oh,
And,
that happened. Yeah.
and that night we had our campground, had a spot. We had rented a pickup truck. And this is February, okay? Tracy, man, that motherfucker's tougher than shit. She spent the night in the back of the pickup truck with like a sleeping bag and a pillow and like maybe a couple other blankets. And that's it. I was inside. And I got up at like 2 a.m. to pee or something. And I was like, oh, no fucking way, man. She was having the hardest time falling asleep because it's cold. I don't know how cold it got. It was not good. But she said she did see a falling star and said it was gorgeous.
Oh,
but
that's cool.
I was happy for her. But I was like, sweet Jesus. She's 60. She's out there at 60 in the back of this truck. I was like, you're a badass. You're a badass. That's legit. So talk about surviving something. Yeah. I was toasty.
So you didn't even have like a tent or anything. You guys were just carring it or
Car camping.
trucking it.
That's right. We were trucking it. We were hardcore about it. Wanted to have that experience. Maybe we'd do it differently next time. A little bit different. Yeah.
Well, when we were in Joshua's Tree, it was when was it? That first time. It might have been in March because it was right after that I went in the hospital, I think.
You hadn't gone to Joshua Tree until March?
Well, the first time we ever went March several years ago, like in 2022. And that's when we saw the UFOs. But I didn't bring a coat. So we went to like, I don't know, Ross or something in town, picked up a bunch of sweatshirts and everything. And then, it was cold. Like I left Vera outside. I went in to grab my cameras. And I went back outside to, maybe shoot some night shots of the falling stars, possibly. And I'm like, what's that? And she's out there drinking the wine, and I don't think she noticed.
Lots of wine. Yeah, that's right. That's our Vera.
And it's these lights, and they're not making any noise at all up in the sky. And I'm like, oh my God, it's a UFO. And we're like, oh my God. And so I started taking pictures of it, and I was shooting video and pictures, and I'll put the picture up somewhere, wherever we post this, if I can, but, and
it wasn't Starlink.
No. Bigger lights.
Okay.
Big lights.
That has been mistaken. Okay.
Yeah. No. These lights would start out as 1 and then explode to 2 and then explode to 3. And then 1 would disappear and a few more would pop up somewhere else. And they were completely silent. There was no noise at all. I mean, because if there were, we would have heard it.
Totally. Wow.
And so I got all this video and stuff. But yeah, that was our Joshua Tree experiment or experience. But it was cold. It was cold out there at night in March. I mean, it's spring, but it was like 85 degrees in the daytime. But man, it gets dark and bye heat. And
did you guys watch?
The next time we went, we saw a tarantula crossing the road. It was in October.
Lucky.
Yeah, I was with Sarah and Rebecca, and that's their real names, but they'll be anonymous. Driving through Joshua Tree, and I'm like, stop the car, and I could see it, something crossing the road, and I'm like, I think it's a tarantula, and I got out, and it was a tarantula because October is their mating season, so they're out. They go out of their dens, and they're looking for love.
No shit. Wait a minute. I didn't know we had tarantula in the United States.
Oh yeah, in the Southwest. Totally. Yeah.
This whole time?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I had no idea.
Yeah, totally. Like
that's amazing.
I'll send you the picture I took of him. And I was like, oh, he's looking for love.
So big.
And people were walking around and stuff, and they're like, what are what's going on? I'm getting out of the car and I'm racing around the corner in the front of the car. And I'm like, tick, 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 tick. And I'm like, it's a
Wow.
tarantula.
Tarantula. That's cool.
Yeah.
So with that UFO though, let's talk about that for a second. Now,
Mhm.
did you go home and then watch that Cowboys versus Aliens movie with Harrison
Mhm.
Ford and Daniel Craig?
No, I'd seen that though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like there's something to it. I feel like there could be the UFOs in the, like, behind us. The what do you call these? The stacks? What are these rock formations called?
Behind us right now.
Yeah.
Those are
Those could be
I don't
UFO
know.
bases.
Hmm. Well, what was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. Something to do with the UFOs. The UFOs in the gift shop in town in Joshua Tree. I have a T-shirt that I got, and it's got UFOs on it.
What?
So they're seen there quite a bit.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't see any UFO shit in Joshua Tree.
Yeah, at the it was did you go to the Yarn Museum?
We did not do any Palm Springs like
Well, this is in Joshua Tree.
It
was at one of the it was close to one of the entrances into Joshua Tree. There was a gift shop on the left-hand side, and then behind it there was the world's smallest yarn museum or something like that, crazy shit like that. But it was in that gift shop. They had all kinds of T-shirts that had yeah.
That's awesome.
If you hang on, let me see.
Go get it, Jen.
Do I want to do this? Okay, hang on.
Oh shit, your back, Jen.
Yeah.
You got a bad back today.
That's okay. It's okay.
All right. God, you're gonna get that shirt, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Just so people can see it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, there it is. There we go. All right. Put this back up there. Okay.
Oh, that's a great shirt. Oh, it's a Joshua Tree. Oh,
Yep.
That's a great shirt. What?
I know. And it says Joshua Tree women here.
No shit.
Joshua Tree.
Coyote Corner.
Coyote Corners. Yeah.
Is that the name of the store?
Yeah, I think so. So if you check out Coyote Corners, if they have an online presence,
yeah,
you too could get yourself a Joshua Tree UFO T-shirt.
That. I want one of those because I was there. So it's not cheating. I have been there.
I'll get you one next time I'm down in Palm Springs.
God
if I get up
right.
That way.
Visit your mom and shit.
I'll be there in August. I doubt I'll be up there then, but in December we'll probably be there and we'll probably go up.
Yeah, December. 100%. 100%.
What size are you? Like a
small?
Yeah.
Men's small.
Okay. Did I send you a T-shirt before? I got you a T-shirt with Bigfoot on it.
Small. It was perfect.
Yeah. Okay, good.
On there. I got to keep up with my cryptozoology and alien, UFO themed T-shirts.
Yeah.
Keep up on my theme.
Yeah.
Well, good for you.
Horse, he's very
listening. He said he know about them UFOs.
Yeah.
Also reminds me of the movie Nope by Jordan Peele.
Oh yeah.
Horses, desert, UFOs. Nope. I love that.
I didn't see that movie yet. I haven't seen that one yet. I was thinking about Get Out.
Oh, Get Out. Yeah, no, the next one that came after Us and then Nope. I recommend it. I think I would think he'd like it. It's like it's like a Close Encounters of the Third Kind of a thing. I mean, it's just like I thought it was brilliant. I really as a fan.
Yeah.
And then the actors in there, like Kiki Taylor.
Oh, I like her. Kiki Palmer, I think.
Palmer. I'm thinking of there's a Coco Taylor, the musician.
Yeah.
Coco Taylor, who does Voodoo Woman. Great song. But Kiki Palmer is great. She is
she's funny.
She's so good in this movie. And she plays a lesbian. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
So that's fun. You know, it's like a little extra something for us, you know, to be excited about. Yeah, for sure. Now, my ex Terry and I, we're thinking about driving up to Bella Coola to visit our buddies up there.
Oh, wow.
Resin Nuge. Now, you just did that drive, yeah?
We flew. It's a long ass drive.
Yeah, it's like a 14-hour drive.
hours. Yeah.
But she was doing a little research, and it seems that it's not a boring drive per se. There's places to stop, like little roadside this and that's, and things to see.
Depending on the route you take. Like if you take the route that goes through Whistler, I can't remember. So we went the one route going in, and there was like this world's most famous soup place or something that was all you can eat soup.
For real? That's awesome. And you used to bitch about all the soup in Florida. So it's not that's not food, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I should have gotten a mug from there. But anyway, that route, once you get past Civilization, which is about maybe a quarter of the way into the drive, it's nothing.
Is it just woods?
It's just like wilderness. Like there's nothing. You're not going through any towns. You're not going through.
But is it woods like forest?
No, it's not forest. It's just rolling hills and trees and deserty, and then it gets a little deserty, and then it gets a little tree ish, like what am I trying to say? So it goes from deserty, kind of like when you go to Eastern Washington, you got the mountains, and then you get into the desert, but then there's some hilly areas that have pine trees and stuff.
Oregon, Eastern Oregon, kind of like Bend. Kind of has these, more of the desert or volcanic, more of volcanic rock in those trees. Yeah, okay, got it. Okay.
So there's another way you can go. So you hit that, and then there's nothing until probably, I think,
Bella,
Lake Lahash or something, and then there's nothing there at all. And then you hit Williams Lake, and then there's some civilization, and then you go another hundreds of miles, and then there's nothing, and then you hit 100 Mile, and then there's a little bit of civilization, and then you go again, and there's nothing, and
because I'm gonna have to make pee breaks and stuff. Okay, so don't do that route. What route do you think I should take?
Just know that there's areas that you're probably gonna have to pull off the road and just pee on the side of the road.
I can't squat though.
Right.
Is there any route I can take where there's civilization, or I have to fly? Shoot.
If I were you, I would fly, honestly.
Really?
But you're gonna probably. I don't know if you're gonna fly into Bella Coola though. I don't know about that.
Well, no, it's like I gotta go to the fucking airport, get on a regular plane that flies me into Vancouver, and then I gotta switch planes and then take a prop plane that flies me out there. And it's just I mean, that takes.
Well, it's a 3-hour trip, maybe 4 hours if you change planes, and there's a bit of a delay between the planes versus 14-hour drive. And do you want to be looking at a 14-hour drive going back home? And the year we went, the forest fires were out, and they were really bad forest fires, so we couldn't even get a hotel room because we stayed one night over in a motel that was terrible.
Oh God.
And but we couldn't hardly find a room because all the fire crews were staying at all the motels and stuff along the route.
Well, okay, you know what, this is good information, Jen. So what I'll do is I was planning on, I got to check in with Desiree anyway, but because she does the drive all the time.
Oh, okay. So,
yeah.
All right. Well,
like, it's not that big a deal, and I'm like, oh, okay, but I'll ask her.
Well, it could be. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong too, but I just do remember that soup place, nothing for a long time, and then, Lake Lahash, and maybe a couple of little towns. There might be a little coffee shop or something, but and I think we stopped in a couple of them now that I'm thinking about it, but there wasn't much. The other route, you go up by Whistler and around behind Whistler, and that's kind of a also desolate route, but we went that way coming home just because we were going to stop over in Whistler and stay a couple of nights. And
Oh,
That I found was a more interesting drive in the
okay.
sense that I don't know, the scenery and stuff, but it was too windy roady for Vera. She freaks out on curves and stuff in the mountains, and so
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Got it. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know. Okay. All right. No, this is good feedback about traveling.
Mhm.
Thanks for the tips. Because I
Yeah.
don't mind, I'm down for a road trip. I mean,
Mhm.
but
It might be good, like if you drive and you come back through Whistler, maybe stopping in Whistler overnight or something, because you can
yeah.
see that there's a suspension bridge that goes peak to peak up
Ooh,
there,
no
which
way.
I would love to do, but Vera would never do it with me. And
Oh,
then it's a cute little town, Whistler's a town. It's a
yeah.
city,
I've
but
never done Whistler. I've never
yeah,
done it. Okay. And
yeah.
I think we're thinking, I mean, Terry wants to go like tomorrow. And I'm like, I got shit. I got an agenda. I have plans. So
Hmm.
we're thinking like September. Although
Hmm.
the friends up there are school teachers. So
Right.
you gotta check and be like, hey, Des, you guys gonna be, is that a bad time to come because you're teaching? That kind of thing. But
Hmm.
man, they got some cool shit up there. They got the sea wolves are up that way, and the spirit bears are up that way. And not that I'd see anything, but just
Yeah.
knowing that they're nearby is pretty cool.
Yeah. Sea
Yeah.
wolves. What is that?
Yeah, I learned about this a million years ago, and I checked with Des, and she said, yes, that is accurate. And now
Uh-huh.
there's a documentary about them. But it is wolves, like wolves,
Uh-huh.
that have adapted, and they primarily hunt at sea.
Oh, wow.
They go swimming for fish.
Wow. I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
they
So
evolved they're a water wolf. Yeah, they love that seafood.
that's crazy. What was the other creature you mentioned?
Oh, spirit bear.
Oh, the white bears.
Yeah,
Has she seen them?
no, I
No.
don't believe she has. And I think it's people leave them alone.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
sacred, and just leave that shit alone.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
I
read
mean, I've seen video of them. Like people
yeah.
will get video of them and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I watched there was a mini documentary about them at the Pacific Science Center IMAX,
Hmm.
and there was a gentleman, and he's I don't know, I don't think he's New Hulk Nation. I'm not sure what nation he is. He's from, but he goes to the island, and he's like, I'll just be sitting there, and they come to me. So he's got that energy that attracts spirit bear, and he was in this documentary, and sure enough, he just sitting there, and a fucking spirit bear, and he's like, yeah, see, they're just right, and it's like, what? That's great. Oh my God, lucky. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I was reading a book about bears. It was called, it was written in the 50s, and it, Beast That Walks Like Man.
Hmm.
And this was before grizzlies were, this was before any kind of conservation. And the book is all about the grizzly bear in North and South America and Central America, and it, the wide web that it had cast over the continents, right? And he mentions spirit bear, and how when the furriers came, right, the Western Europeans would come and then hunt for fur. A lot of the different natives would show them like where the sea otters were, or where to get the best fur, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
But the natives in that region knew to not, that it was such a sacred animal, that they were like, I'm not fucking showing Whitey where these are. And that's how they were able to survive, because they'd be extinct right now if Whitey had found them, right?
Yeah. Right.
That
Exactly.
shit was kept on the down low big time. Even when other animals were like, oh yeah, I know where the sea otters mate and have their babies, and no, not spirit bear. Spirit bears, just leave that shit alone. Yeah.
Mm.
So just kind of being up in spirit bears areas, I think I'm excited to just kind of be like,
Yeah.
that's where you live. That's cool.
Yeah.
I get
Well,
it.
that's where our kitties
Yeah.
are from, Bella Coola.
Your who's?
Our kitties.
Oh,
They were
right. You talked
rescued
about that. Yeah,
up
your
there,
little
yeah.
rescues. Yeah. kitty twins.
Yeah, little
They're
Bella
Bella
Coola,
Coola cats. That's
Bella
right.
Coola girls. Yeah.
Yeah,
Blue-
yeah.
That's why we call them Bluebell and Iris Bell, but we kind of
Mhm.
dropped the bell off of Iris, but
Oh, you guys are silly. I love that. Yeah. Okay. So I got to research this whole Bella Coola excursion because it looks cool. Like I've checking online, looking at photos. Like, okay, what's up there? It's where my friend's from, right? And, checking out. Yeah. She runs marathons. Like that's just fun for her. And I remember she was training. This maybe about 10 years ago. She was training. She's like, yeah, I was running, and I was doing my route. And she's like, yep. And then a grizzly just walked right across the path in front of me. And I went home. She's like, turn around, go home. I'm done. Done training for the day. I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa, that's awesome. Yeah. So it's wild. We still got the
Well,
happening.
Well, we were up in Prince George this
Yeah.
couple weekends ago. It might have been last weekend. No, it was the first weekend. So we're in the 14th. Yeah. We went down to a river, and because Vera wanted to look for agates because that's her thing.
That's her thing.
And she said, if I see a bear, I'll throw myself in front of you.
I love that. Yeah. Look at that.
But there was bear scat everywhere and bear fur everywhere because they were going up and down the paths, and you could see where their fur rubbed off on something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But those were all black bears. And then where we were visiting with, black bears come into their yard all the time. So they're like, if a bear comes in the yard, get really big and say, go away, bear, and back up. Don't run.
That's right. That's right. Well, my brother last summer, it was July of last year, and he and his buddy drove up the Alcan. So they drove all up through Bella Coola and all the way up to Anchorage to visit Mom. And yeah. And they were gone for 2 weeks, and they were camping. They were car camping. Yeah. But he said on the way back, they fucked up. And he's like, that's when I knew it was time for us to just come home, because we'd gotten complacent and lazy, and that could have been bad for everybody involved. And that was one night they were heading back south, and they car camping in the woods. And my brother was in just the mosquito tent outside in a sleeping bag, and his buddy was sleeping inside the vehicle. And he wakes up in the middle of the night because his friend's yelling, bear, 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 bear. And my brother wakes up and he's like, what color? He's like, brown. And my brother's like, shit. And he wakes up and the bear's right there. And it's just him in the mosquito net. Right. And I guess he was doing the math. Like, okay, I got to get from here to the door to the car, which is right there. But I don't think I have enough time. Anyway, the friend had scared it off by yelling.
Yeah.
And it blasted through the woods, and they looked and there was a path, like you could see where the bear went. So they realized it was a pretty decent sized bear. But what had attracted the bear was they had become lazy and complacent that night and forgot and left their food out. And the food was like dried sausage,
right?
Meat, right? Chocolate, crackers and cheese, right? So they were like, ah, shit. Because then that would have, if the bear would have been put down, right? If they, so they were like, that's it. We have to go home. We blew it. We blew it. It's time to go. We're done. Which I was proud of them, being like, okay, yep, we got to go.
There was a grizzly attack recently up north there. I can't remember where it was at, but they positioned it on the news as like stupid human people did something wrong, and that caused the bear to attack. But bear was defending its bear cub. So I don't think they put it down in that instance. I think stupid human is considered in the situation.
That's nice to hear.
Yeah, nobody was killed or anything, but
yeah, because if they get too used to,
well, a fed bear is a dead bear is what they say here. So
we
have black bears here. We had one last year rip our screen on the back porch.
That's right. You talked about that. That's right. Bear went in for some cat food. It's not hungry. And you're in like a condo.
A townhouse, yeah.
Yeah, townhouse. I'm like, what the fuck?
But there's cherry trees right out back, ornamental cherry
Oh,
trees. So
yeah.
they're not big cherries, they're little teeny cherries, but they love those things.
That's some
So
snack.
we've got a bear, and he was here this year. We saw his bear scat again. I
That's
didn't
right.
see him. I
That's
put a
right.
camera out there, and I haven't seen anything yet. But
Okay.
the only thing I've seen are skunks and big fat. I think it's a groundhog, and
Ooh.
I saw a little raccoon family one day.
Oh my God. You have skunks?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
so lucky. All
They're
right.
so cute. You've got
Totally.
skunks there too.
I feel like they're extinct or something, or maybe they're just
Yeah.
east of the mountains because I don't see no skunks.
Really?
So sad. Yeah.
Huh. Maybe they
Yeah.
aren't city dwellers. Maybe that's it.
Yeah. I think they got extinct from this area because all the houses and people and whatnot.
Hmm.
Did you know? I saw online. You can have a skunk for a pet. There's a guy and his wife, and they de-skunk them. They get rid of the
okay.
skunk sack. They have the surgery, and then they're a pet. And I'm
They're
like,
so cute.
they're
They're
hella cute.
so cute.
Oh my God. And then
I
and
would
they
have a
squeak,
skunk totally.
right?
Yeah, they
I know.
squeak.
They squeak, and then they snuffle at you, and they
Yeah.
scooch backwards to like,
Uh-huh.
and then they puff up to make themselves look big. They're ridiculous. Oh my God. They're the cutest things.
They
But-
are. They're super cute.
Yeah, they're still a wild animal, and I just can't do it. But
Yeah, no.
can you imagine putting a little harness on your skunk, taking it for a walk?
And walking them in the neighborhood, you
Right.
would be the most popular
I'd be
lesbian
so
in
popular.
Seattle.
I'd be so popular. It's like,
Oh
it's
my
a skunk,
God.
you know, Pepe Le Pew, right? Yeah, that's my skunk friend. Oh my God, so dumb. All right, Jen. All right, Jen. Well, listen, I'm gonna skedaddle. I gotta pee,
Okay.
and my
All right.
battery's dying.
I'm going to
Oh,
add the audio from the music we were trying to play. So you'll be able to hear it. Even though we're saying, oh, it's not playing, it'll be playing because I'm going to add it to our file after I go into editing.
Oh, okay. And do should we get permission from the band? I mean, to
Yeah,
put it
yeah,
on?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I want to make
I
sure we
will.
have consent. I want to be respectful.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
the band.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Mhm.
This is a good chat, Jen.
All right. Yeah. Good
chat.
times. Good
Good
stories.
And I think next
Say-
week we're meeting with the band. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Bye to our little
Bye,
horses.
horses.
Bye, horses.
Bye, AI. Yeah,
They look
All
pretty real though.
they
But
do.
they're not. Probably. Yeah.
I'm not that smart. I don't know how that works. Anyway. All right, buddy. Next week.
Okay. Next
right,
week, Quado Peduncle and Diana Carter.
That's right.
Have a good week, people.
Have a good week. Weekend.
Bye.